My name is Kelly Doyle. I am a administrative faculty in the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department at the University of Nevada, and I am the practitioner advisor for our student chapter for the American Society of Civil Engineers. So the Concrete Canoe Competition is a student competition where the students basically design and construct a canoe that's about 22 feet long out of concrete. So this is a completely student-run competition. You do have to be an undergraduate student in engineering to participate. And so students really get an opportunity to apply all of those classroom concepts in a hands-on way. So in the classroom we learn how to design concrete, but we never really learn how to manipulate that concrete design to, make it meet certain criteria, like making it lighter than water. The students also have to do oral presentation, so they get presentation skills. They have to do a technical design paper, so they actually improve their writing skills. And it's just a really great way for them to net with both other students and professionals, and that really, really enhances their career opportunities when they get out of school. Today is our pour day. Pour day is probably the most exciting day of the year as far as concrete canoe is concerned. We have the whole team comes out and everybody is helping to pack the concrete on the canoe. So it's definitely a team effort and everybody's working together to kind of get this done. Normal concrete, you kind of pour it out of a truck, it's very liquid. However, our concrete is much different. It's very, very thick and kind of more like a consistency of cookie dough. So we're more casting it or packing it onto this form today. So we've got a form that we've been building for the past 2 or 3 months, and we've got all of our reinforcing already pre-placed on the form, and then the students are essentially taking the concrete and packing it on the outside of that form to make the canoe. So we've got a team that's mixing the concrete, and then we've also got a team of people that are packing the concrete on the canoe.
My name is Wesley Munson. I'm one of the 2 project managers for the Nevada Concrete Canoe team. The competition's been around for quite a few years now, but each year the National Concrete Competition Committee, they come out with a new set of rules about August, early September. And each year they'll change up a couple different aspects, and that could either be in the mixed design, which would be new restrictions or different restrictions on what can be used in the mixed design. They could change up the physical parameters as far as the length, the width, the depth, something like that on the canoe. Or they could change up how you're allowed to analyze it structurally. And each year they try to change it up enough that would prevent a team from using the same exact scheme from each year. So for example, this year they changed up some of the parameters on the mixed design, which allows us to experiment with some different cementitious materials. They also added something during what we call the float test, and that's where you have to submerge the canoe completely full of water and show that it'll float under its own weight, so that if it submerged during a competition, it wouldn't just sink to the bottom, being concrete. And so this year with the flotation test, you now have to add 2 25-pound sandbags. And so that gives us a different obstacle to overcome, such as we now have to make sure the concrete canoe is lighter than before. So whereas before we just had to worry about having our mix less dense than water, so therefore it would float, now we have to add some kind of extra flotation. So for example, foam in the nose and the tail to counteract the weight from the sandbags.
About 10 years ago, there was a small group of students that decided that they wanted to achieve excellence in this area of the concrete canoe. And they've actually been able to do that consistently with higher top 7 finishes than anybody's ever had. There are 420 teams nationally that compete in the National Concrete Canoe Competition. This includes teams from Canada and also China and Puerto Rico. Well, I'm incredibly optimistic for this year's team. They are just a bunch of really quality students. They did extremely well at the Mid-Pacific Regional Competition. It's an incredibly difficult region to get out of. They finished first again. They won all the races. They have an incredible canoe this year. It looks fantastic. They did very well in their presentation and their report for the regional competition, and they've improved on those things for the national competition. Being the faculty advisor is my honor, and it's really great to work with quality students. And we have a lot of incredible high quality students here at the University of Nevada. It's amazing to see how students step up each year in order to accept the challenge of being a member of this concrete canoe team.